So much to ask, Trev. What has it been like since the confetti started flying until now?
It's been a dream. It's funny. I think both days I've woken up. I have a thing I usually do. I say knees before feet. I always pray before my feet hit the ground, and each time I've done that, I've woke up and been like, "We did win it," and I've just given like a really nice, genuine smile. And I know Jameer. That's the first time I've seen Jameer smile. Look at Jameer back there. Usually Jameer doesn't smile. He just walks by you just. And I've seen him smile more than ever, so it's been great.
I can't imagine how many fan interactions you've had over the last couple of days. Is there anything that really stands out?
At a restaurant, the guy they came out and told me how much it was awesome that they got to make my steak. I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, kind of started laughing. That was fun. Yeah, there's just been people just kind of just swarming the guys and just talking about how much it's meant to the city and really just the parade in general. Seeing the look on people's faces and just looking up at our people on the trucks and just saying thank you. And just to me, like I'm just one of those people that after the game, like I wanted to sit back and watch my teammates celebrate. And so I sat back and watched Jameer Thurman. I watched Picton and Hughes and all the guys. I just watched them celebrate. I watched them enjoy themselves. Love you too, Thurm. And I watched them celebrate, and that was kind of just like what I enjoyed doing the most was watching the guys enjoy themselves.
Has it set in on you yet that you guys, this team, will be remembered in this province forever?
Yeah, I mean, I think that, people have kind of said that, and I don't know what it means yet. That, you kind of just like wait and see, what that means. But I'm just thankful that we're able to get it done. But just the sick part about me was after the game, it was like, okay, what's next? Is how can we do it again? Sort of a situation, and if there is an again, you just don't know. And so it's more of like just existing in the moment, being able to be thankful. But my mind's just like immediately like, when's the next workout? Like I've like just like kind of a sickness. I need to kind of learn to temper a little bit more.
We often talk about this day as garbage bag day with a negative connotation
as
the season ends. But how is this one different from one's previous? And what are the emotions going through it, knowing that this will be the last time this group is together?
I expected it to feel different. Garbage bag day, I expected it to feel more jubilant. But daggone it, I was sad. This group of guys is just it's like the closest team I'd ever been on. And thinking about not being able to come to work this week is it's sad to see everybody packing things up and whatnot. And like I said, kind of just my mind went to the next thing. I woke up the next morning, I smiled, and I was like, okay, who are we going to watch film on? And I was like, no more film. And like texted the quarterback group. I was like, guys, do we just get on Zoom and watch film together? Like, can we do that? Can we arrange that? And everybody's just, yeah, it's a different type of sadness. But obviously, we've got this guy sitting here. It's a little bit different feel, but still sad, because you just grow so close with the guys.
What was their response to that text? They were probably all like, no, Trev, like, come on, like, give it a break.
No, they were like, let's do it. Like that's kind of everybody just kind of just like holds on to it. I've never been a part of a group that's just been like, man, I don't want to leave. You obviously I want to go home and see my family because my family left from the Grey Cup. But yeah, it's sad because you just enjoy being around the group so much.
We'll go to Britain. Just remember one question and one follow-up.
Trevor, I know you've already said you have to have discussions about your future and everything, but what factors do you have to take into account now? And are these discussions different this year than maybe last year already?
Same process. Yeah, I feel like I'm supposed to feel different because I get all these questions of like, so is this it? And I'm like, is it supposed to be? Do I look old? Am I not playing well? Like, do I look like a geezer? Do I have gray hairs? Like, what's it? Like, I feel like I'm supposed to feel different. And I've said on the stage, I feel like I'm, somewhere between retiring and feel like I'm just hitting my prime. And I know I said it last year that physical deterioration wouldn't be what retires me, and I still maintain that. And I said last year I felt like my best football was in front of me, and if there is more football in front of me, I still maintain that. And I know last year you guys thought I was crazy, but don't start believing me now because I might jinx it. But I do. I feel like I have better football in front of me if that's what I feel like God has in store for me.
Because maybe when you're trying to convince guys to come back, is Corey Mace the best selling point of this franchise right now?
I mean, I feel like they need to just get a statue, just give him a 25-year contract or something, give him no an out clause, none of that. Like, he's the man. Yeah, I don't even think you need to say he's a selling point anymore. I think everybody knows. I think the secret's kind of out, fortunately. I think that, you've got the makings of a dynasty when you've got leadership and the core players that we have here. And it's just a matter of, can you keep the band together, sort of a thing, and I guess time will tell.
Heard from 3 different players who said that what happens with your future will dictate what they decide to do going forward. Does that put pressure on you to make a decision and not take super long to make a decision?
Well, I hope it was if I come back, they're back, because that sure is an honor, especially as in a leadership position where, you touch the ball every play, and you often do. You're big guy. Like, the reason the quarterback is the highest paid guy is because a lot of I should say. A lot of the process and things you do are you touch the ball every play, you make a ton of decisions. You're a leader, whether you like it or not. So first and foremost, that's an honor. I'm not somebody that kind of stews on things in terms of this. I think pretty quickly. I'm one of those people where I trust my gut, and I feel like the Holy Spirit's kind of like that guidance for me. And so it's one of those things. I don't think this will take long. The only thing that I try and maintain is that if I do come back, that the same exact drive, the same exact motivation, the same exact work ethic, if not more, will be there. I'm not the person that'll come back as like hey, I'm going to round the bases sort of a guy. That's not how I work. That's not how I was raised. So if I am back, that means that my drive is higher, and that we want to do this again. But again, I'm going to still take some time to do that because emotions are high, especially after a situation like this, and you just want to make sure that's the case.
From talking here, you do not sound like a guy ready to retire, but of course that could change. Can you put a percentage on the thought that you might retire at this point?
I'd hate to do that, but I'd be shocked I'd be shocked if I feel like I turn around and say like it's a wrap, but maybe I wouldn't be shocked. I don't know. Just because I don't want to put any pressure on it, but I think I'd be shocked. I take that back again.
Trevor, you gave the benefit of making a moment in time stand still. You described a play where it was in the preseason, and you said, well, do you see that? The defensive back tripped my receiver. And I had to go back 5 different times to figure out exactly what you meant. Are there moments like that in your mind right now, whether it's from the Grey Cup game or the season as a whole, that stick out and say, yeah, that's the one?
I should have called PI, shouldn't they have?
Yeah, you're right, absolutely.
Yeah, it was PI. Yeah, I should have been a 65-yard touchdown to Dante.
Yes,
No, there's some plays from the Grey Cup that I wish I'd back because I thought Montreal did a fantastic job, especially early in the game. They had me a bit perplexed on which side of the field I was supposed to be reading because I was kind of trying to cut the field in half a little bit on them and figure out from there. But they did a fantastic job early. But I think that throughout the season, I feel like I've grown so much in a mental capacity in terms of being able to get through reads and processes, and a lot of that's because of Mark Mueller. I'd never want to take another snap for anybody else again. He's one of one. He's awesome, and grateful that I've gotten the chance to play for him. And so I feel like we would continue to grow together if that's so what happens. If I am back here and they want me back and I'm able to come back, but just to say that there's one thing that sticks out. No, there's tons, but because I feel like we should have put up more points in the Grey Cup.
It's amazing in 2025 if you tell somebody, hey, it's +2 today. 50% of the people are going to say it's hot. 50% are going to say it's cold. You've done something that unifies an entire province. Is that lost on you? And can you feel that everyone is behind the Saskatchewan Roughriders?
It's really cool. I'm sure there's still some people out there that aren't fans of mine that think that I should retire and they should bring somebody else in. But I'm just grateful that we were able to get it done. This group was able to get it done, and and everybody wearing green can wear that S on their chest with pride, because that's what we should do. We have the best fan base in the league, and I'm just glad we were able to have the best team in the league to kind of match our fan base. And I remember saying it last year, go get your season tickets now, man, because I feel like this is a team with the leadership that we have with Mace and Mueller and obviously Craig Reynolds and J.O. and Kyle and Larry, have the makings of continued success, and couldn't be more thrilled to be here with this group. And so, yeah, go get your tickets now before they're out of them.
Trevor, obviously the highlight of your season is winning the Grey Cup, but what are other moments personally on or off the field that you look back at and smile about?
The last drive in the West Final was pretty darn cool, wasn't it? Taylor's nodded his head. What'd you think, Rob? That was pretty cool, huh? I won an award during Grey Cup week for Christian athlete. That was something that meant a lot to me, because, as you guys know, I speak on my faith quite a bit, and that meant a ton to me. But I think more than anything, it's just the moments in time where, you know, the late night film sessions with the guys, the plane rides, the card games on the plane, the times you spend together are the things that you really remember. Like, we'll remember, winning the Grey Cup, of course, but people are going to forget what you did, but they'll always remember how you made them feel. Pinball Clemens said that to me a long time ago when I was in Toronto, and that's kind of stuck with me. And the relationships you build are really what this is about. And so I think it's just the relationships we've built.
And from more of a lifestyle perspective, how have you enjoyed your time in Regina and, you know, living in the province of Saskatchewan?
I feel like I'm a Regina guy. I've said it a few times to Rob, like I hope I get to retire as a Rough Rider, and I hope that's what I'm remembered as. You know, a lot of times you play for so many teams. I played for 5 teams, and so it's like, well, who's he going to be remembered as? I sure hope I'm remembered wearing the green and white, and it's because I feel like this town fits me. I feel like the people here are kind of the way I am too. The way I was raised. I'm a small town kid. I grew up in a town of 400 people, Waldo, Ohio, and so being a small town guy, I kind of just feel like this place fits me. And I couldn't be more grateful. And I know I say that a lot. I'm grateful for all you guys. I'm grateful to wake up every day that I've been here and be the quarterback here. And I never, ever, ever will take that lightly. And that's why I'm going to take some time to reflect on, to make sure that that J.O., Corey, and the guys, they want me to be here. And 2, that I can give the exact same, if not more, effort into what I do, because if you let up 1 ounce in this game, you'll get eaten for lunch, and I'm not going to do that.
There's a lot of different reactions when the clock hit zeros. Guys were putting their arms up, Gatorade showers, but you took a moment and you kneeled down. Can you take me through your head and what you were thinking in that moment?
Yeah, I started walking on the field, and I was like, man, I was just filled with so much gratitude, and I was like, instead of just being like, okay, hey, just be the steady Eddie guy, because I feel like that's kind of your job as a quarterback, never get too high, never get too low. I was like, I just wanted to sit down and praise God, and that was what I did. I was just really, really thankful that for all the things that I've gone through in terms of, you know, personal failures, personal triumphs, everything that you've gone through got you to that moment, and it molds you into the person you are today. Just like you guys in your guys' jobs, everybody's been through trials and times where you've been like, man, I don't know if this is for me. And you go through the ups and downs, but that gets you to where you are right now, and it molds you into being the person you are. And eventually, I think you become thankful for it. And so the things that haven't gone well throughout my career, the things that have gone well have molded me into that. And I just remember thinking, like, praising God that I got to go through those things, because without that, maybe you don't have that 1% more that you were able to give, or whatever it was. And just wanted to kneel down and just praise God. And then from there, it was just go celebrate with your teammates, with the fans, with my family. And yeah, I can't wait to continue celebrating with the community here.
Victory formation, I guess. When you take that.
Yeah, that's the final knee right there.
So heading into an off season, I think we talked about last year, like how that loss in the West Final kind of motivated you and this team to bring it back, the continuity. What does a win do for motivation as you go into the off season?
Yeah, I think it's the same thing. I think the pursuit of the path to mastery is kind of unending, and that's always what's driven me anyway, because I mean, I think we lost in this. It's a short fuse that you kind of get the light that motivates you, but the love of your brothers is what the slow burning that candle is, and to me, like, we've got that here, and so I think it's just about asking yourself, like, what's going to continue to motivate you, and I think it's that, and I think that we have an opportunity to continue doing that as long as we can, come back here and get this done. But yeah, I think that the path to mastery has always been the one thing that's that always done that for me.